Yo, what's good? Okay, so this is Beb.Tools. This is the plugin. This is the website, right? So how does this work? Let's just go through all the buttons. First one is a toggle folder mode. It's really like a navigation toggle. When it's enabled, it lets you go through folders fast. So it lets you go into a folder quickly. When it's disabled, it's kind of like a right click. Lets you do open or queue. Open is self-explanatory. Queue queues everything in the folder into the queue system. We'll get to that. Next, we have the edit button. Edit allows more menus to pop up when you click on anything, right? So if I click on this, you'll see rename, move, and delete. Pretty self-explanatory. Rename the folder, move the folder to a different folder, and delete the folder and everything in it. If I go to a script, you can see the options are slightly different. Run queue, edit, paste, save. This is a custom function that helps you work with AI. We'll cover that in like an AI video. We have delete, rename, and move. Self-explanatory, it's the same thing, right? Next, we have batch import, right? So what this does is it allows us to import things in batch. So I have a batch folder here set up. Nope, that's totally the wrong thing. A scripts folder here set up where I have some GLBs, which it's going to ignore, two zips, which it's going to unzip and search for scripts, and a random script. If I hit add script from folder, you'll see it populates them here. These are the scripts that were zipped, and this is the random script. All right, so now they're all into the scene. The .zip is nice because Beb.Tools, the website, allows you to download scripts as a zip right here, and that will show up with both the README and the script inside of it. So, what's a README, right? So if I click on top of any of the scripts, like this one, for example, we just imported, there's a README here, and a README is just basically instructions or notes related to the script that you downloaded, right? So we have all these nice little notes for in case you're sharing the script and the person doesn't know how to use the script, or you just forgot, right? Which is common. I do that all the time. So that's what's happening here. Next, let's clear this out. Actually, let's just get rid of the three scripts we just downloaded or imported. Okay. Next, we have new script. So this allows us to make a script. If I just type test, we have a new script here, and the text editor opens up, allowing us to paste a script in or write a script if you wanted to, but really it's for pasting a script because this is not the best script editor that exists. Right? There's better ones like any script editor. Let's just delete that now. We also have make a new folder. Right? So now we have a new folder that we could put things in. It's empty. Let's get rid of that. Oh, click, delete. Okay, reset things. We have save. So this saves whatever content is in whatever text editor that's open. So if I go like this, I hit test, and then I just type test, and then I hit save, and then we close this out. And then I look at a different script like this one, and we go into edit mode and click edit. We can see that's the script for this script. That's the text for this. That's the code for this script, right? And then this is the script here. Saved, edit, go back, edit. There it is, saved. Right, very cool. Next, we'll just get rid of this real quick. We'll go to the next thing. We have reload. So this is basically just refreshes the list. This is in the event you did something manual, like you manually moved a bunch of scripts or something. It's not going to populate automatically, so you can just refresh it, and now it's all fixed, if that's what you did. And then this is just a quick button to get the scripts directory. So this is the plugin, and we're in that folder. You can see we have create. I'll make this large so you can see. We have the folders that are corresponding to my folders here. Okay, and then we have a import via paste. So this is kind of cool. So what this allows you to do is import things based on this button. So if I have this script here that I found on Beb.Tools and I like it, I can just click this. We'll get this little notification at the bottom telling us what to do. Go back here and we'll just hit paste. And then now that script is imported with the README. So that's pretty cool. pretty fast. The only alternative reason why we have this button is so you can do things in bulk, right? So if you want to download like 15 scripts, you can just hit this button, download them all, and then batch import them with the folder, right? But this allows you to do them one at a time if you just needed a couple scripts. I'm going to delete that now, make things clean. All right, and then we have search. So the search is set up to be, I think heuristic is the word, where it's going to search folders and all subfolders within those folders infinitely until we find anything related to the keyword. So you can see here I have import scripts. If I type in the word import and hit enter, it found those scripts. Let's do a subfolder. So create is create bounding boxes. So if I type in bound, let's see if it finds it. Yep, bounding. So it searches subfolders too, so that's pretty cool. If you know what you want, you can just quickly type it in and look for it. Now let's go into the queue system. So I'm going to delete this queue, and let's say there's a series of things that we know we want to do. I'm just going to add a monkey into the scene, and let's say the monkey is up here and it's like that. And let's say what we want to do is we know that we want to create a collection for all objects. So I have a script for that. Let's queue that. And then let's say we want to make sure that the location for it is 000. Let's queue that. Maybe we want to create an empty for all objects in the scene, so let's queue that. And maybe there's a bunch of these. Let's go like this, move that over, look like this, move that over, rotate that funky, and do something like this, right? So the monkeys are all messy. And let's say we want a collection for all of them, and we want them all to be at 0, and we want them all maybe to be rotated the right way too. So let's go to transform, rotate all objects to 0, queue that. And then maybe we want the empty parent. So we're going to create an empty and parent all objects to that empty. Maybe we want that last. So let's click on this and just move this down. So now we have the order of operations correct. So this is our move up and down. And let's say that's what we want to do. And let's say we know we want to do this a lot for whatever reason. Let's just save this as, let's call it test. And now we have test saved as a queue for future use in future Blender sessions, right? And I'm going to hit this. This clears this box. So now we can make sure it's saved as a queue by hitting this push down button, and then whatever's in the test queue saved will populate here. This is a permanent delete, right? So it deletes the queue from your save. And this loads queues that you might have saved, right? So there's our test queue saved. Okay. At this point, yeah, you just hit run all, and then it does all 4 of these scripts one after another, and we can see here that it did. They are all organized, a collection for each. Location is 0, we can see that. Rotation is 0, they're all facing this way. And a empty has been created, and that empty is parented because when we move this, we can see all the objects move. So this worked. All 4 scripts ran in order, and we have it saved as a test queue for future use. So the point of something like this is that we can do this any time, anywhere, right? So if you know you need to do a certain set of actions, you can make them individually as scripts and then create a queue for them. And then when you need to do that action, go find that queue from the list and just hit run all, and then it'll do that, right? So it's kind of like a automated modular approach at Blender via scripting, right? So that's kind of the power of this queue system here. And that's kind of it for the most part. That's what this does. At this point, it's really up to you to find the scripts that you need, what you're trying to accomplish, and execute. The only other thing here is this docs. So the last section is support, and there's docs and website, and that just brings you to the docs section explaining what all the functions of this plugin does, and the website for downloading and sharing scripts. That's pretty much it. Let's go to the website now. So on the website, these are all scripts that I've uploaded and any other creator can upload, right? It's completely public, so anyone who uploads a script, it'll populate on Beb.Tools. When you click on one of these, it shows you the code for it, the README for it, and the author of the script, their website, their social, a little donation button. So if creators make something, they can get tipped if people want to tip them. Download, and this quick copy button that lets us import really quickly. Let's log in with GitHub real quick. It's gonna automatically log me in because I have a token set up. And you can see here by default when you log in, it actually takes you to my portal, which is your creator portal. Let's quickly go over what all these things do. So this allows you to create a repo. When you create a repo this way, it tags it with Beb.Tools so that I can find it, or the website can find it, and populate the scripts within the website. So it's a very public API based structure here. I actually can't control the contents. You control the contents of which scripts are being populated on Beb.Tools. You just have to make a repo this way, or tag pure repo, but this way is easy. You just type in whatever you want, hit create, and it'll populate. And then you just have to drag and drop your script, your README, your thumbnail picture for it, and hit upload. Oh, and set the repo, and that's it. Your script will then just populate here. It's that easy. Yeah, which is pretty cool. And then if you are confused, I have examples, which is just my repo, which is populating the Beb.Tools website. Yep. And if you want to see your scripts without going to GitHub, you can also just load the scripts. For whatever reason, it's only showing this area. By the time that you actually try this, it'll probably be all the way down to the bottom of the box. And it just shows you the script names, and you can rename them or delete them. And then this is that little creator section that I was talking about here, right here, where you control what your website is, what your social is, and what donation platform you want to use. And you can save it, and this will show up on all of your scripts that are on the website. And then we'll go back to scripts, and that's pretty much it, right? So this is your community sharing scripts platform where you can find scripts if you need to find scripts. And then this is the plugin that runs it all. That's it. I hope this works for you.